Savage Media.
Music TV.
All yiggity and we're biggity. You know what it is, man? It's the Keep It P podcast, bro. And look at old Phoebe here, man. This woman fatally popped an Uber driver in Texas. Police say she was wrongly thought that she was being kidnapped. Sounds a little fishy, and it sounds like they explain it, but it goes on to say a woman is accused of fatally shooting her Uber driver in West Texas after mistakenly believing she was being kidnapped into Mexico. Has been charged with murders, authorities said. Phoebe Copas, 48, who was from Tompkinsville, Kentucky, was visiting her boyfriend in El Paso, Texas, when the shooting took place on June 16th. The El Paso Police Department said that Copas shot 52-year-old Daniel Piedra Garcia. Is that Mexican on Mexican crime? In the head while driving her to a location far east, southeast of El Paso. According to the complaint affidavit, Copas saw traffic signs that read Juarez, Mexico during her ride, falsely believing that she was being kidnapped, taken to Mexico, El Paso, and located in the U.S. border across from Juarez. El Paso police officers initially arrested and charged Copas on suspicion of aggravated assault, cause of deadly suspicion of bodily injury in connection with the shooting. Copas was booked into the El Paso County Jail and remained jailed as of Sunday. With Piedra's death, she was charged. The charges have been upgraded to murder. The El Paso Police Department said that she's now on a $1.5 million bond. As the suspect's claims fear of kidnapping was the reason she was shooting. Pedro picked up Copas at about 2 p.m. in a gray Nissan Maxima and was driving to another location to meet with her boyfriend, the affidavit said. As they drove up the US 54 US bound highway, it says that the alleged led her to believe that Pedro was being attempted to kidnap her and take her across the border, the affidavit states. So why do they keep stating that? I bet you if she was black and shot somebody, it would have been premeditated murder. She was violent. She was crazy. She was just ready to do whatever. It seems like a lot of splaining going on here. Mrs. Copas was accused of grabbing a silver and brown handgun from her purse and shooting Pedro in the back of the head, according to the affidavit. This caused the vehicle to crash into the roadway barrier before coming to the stop on the freeway. There, the car crashed. It was not approximate to the Bridgeport entry or areas with immediate access or travel to Mexico, the affidavit states. It adds the roadway Copas was traveling on is a normal route to drive to the destination requested by Copas. Prior to the 911 call, police alleged that Copas took a picture of Pedro after he was shot and sent it to her boyfriend via text. Police officers arrived at the scene at about 2:20 and saw Copas being helped out of the car by her boyfriend. Copas then dropped everything she was holding in her hands on the ground, including brown and silver handgun, affidavit states. Officers found Pedro slumped over in the driver's seat of the car, shot in the head. That's messed up. Since Copas was detained by the officers and investigated the shooting, Pedro was taken down to University Hospital for treatment. He was declared brain dead at the hospital. Petrus was hospitalized for several days before his family took him to the office, offered the support of the doctors, told him that he would not recover. Decisions to remove him for life support devastated the family, Pedro's niece, Didi Lopez, said, and I quote, "His status was not going to change if we didn't disconnect him," Lopez said. It was basically like he was going to be in a vegetable state. We did not want to see him suffer. We did not want to see him live like that. It's weird because all he wanted to do, of course, is wake up and continue his life, but basically didn't want to make that decision. The decision was made for us, for him to do what he had to do. He was a hardworking man, they say. Community comes together to support him, they say. This is a picture of him. Let's go ahead and get a picture. I got a picture for y'all. Hold on. Boom. This was your man's right here. Sad day, you know what I mean? They gotta go fund me for him, you know. Yeah, man. He was just trying to drive and do his thing, you know, till he was mowed down by a tyrannical Mexican Maria, or what is the Karen in Mexico, or Caitlin, or something like that. Other than that, man, this is tragic. Be careful out there in the streets, man. You never know who you're gonna meet. I guess it seems like the Grim Reaper was driving in the back of his thing that day, which is terrible. Uh, y'all got 4 words for you, man, and not the ones you think. I need you to go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you dare, where over there on them sites, and it'll be all right. And I got 4 words for you: love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Gotta go high for sure high. You already